Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. It is the 13th of May. It is Wednesday, perhaps my second favorite day in the market. However, Wednesdays, guys, is live watch list prep Wednesday. So basically, guys, we're going to go through everything we went through on Sunday, except going through on Wednesday. Why are we doing that? We're halfway through the week. We get to see what stuck, what didn't, what levels held, what had strength, what didn't have strength, what we want to pay attention to, and what we want to stay away from for the remainder of the week, otherwise known as homework. I like to call this is your homework, guys. Show up to the market every day. You need to do your homework the night before, or you need to study, right? And all we're going to do here is go through SPY, QQQ, IWM, and the Mag 7, the leaders of the market. And we're going to see what we like for the remainder of the week. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. I'm not meant to keep you here long, and you should be able to do this every single day. Actually, you should be doing this every single day. I just do it live. It should take you about 5 to 10 minutes. It might take me 15 minutes because sometimes I get to yapping, but I just want to walk you through my thought process as I'm looking through all these names. But guys, for you, you're not going to have to narrate to anybody except yourself. So it should only take you a couple minutes, right? Really not that hard. First thing we do, let's just check the economic data. Retail sales in the morning. We also have jobless claims here. That's typical data that always comes out on Thursday mornings. And then we can see business inventories coming at 10 a.m. We do have a slew of um, Fed presidents here and governors. I'll pay attention to that. We know the only one that matters when they speak is Powell or whoever replaced Powell. I don't even know who it is. Quite honestly, I don't really care. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I could really care less. Okay. They'll be yapping. I do think Trump and some of the biggest CEOs are also in China right now. So I would probably look out for something of that nature to come out tomorrow. Let's just see. I don't know. He can yap at any point. So not a time, I think, to get acute, especially just where we are sitting in the market, right? If we go to a SPY daily chart, all we had yesterday was that ADMA touch still up there from the watch list prep yesterday. And basically just broke over that 740. Right now, are we trending up? Yes. Are we going to probably see continuation? I think it's likely. And I want to talk about the move. I'm not using a fib extension. I'm not using any of that. What am I using? I'm using a 10% breakout over 700. My target here on this run is 770. I think 10% is a solid breakout run. And that's how I'm going to gauge this, right? I'm also not calling, you know, but we have to go here. We have to do that. If we're trending up past 770 or we're trending and then we find resistance before then, sure thing. But I think people are too obsessed. Like, where's the top? Where are we at the top? Doesn't matter. But I think a 10% breakout is healthy over these highs. When we were in this range, it was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 top, whatever that's called, right? Don't get too obsessed, guys. The trend is up. Don't fight the trend. The trend is your friend. Okay. 740. That's it. Previous resistance. Does it turn into support? 740. This line here, 740, 741. Call it 741. We got extended from the ADMA. We're back testing it. And we pushed higher. Okay, and we pushed higher. Let's take that level out of there. But 741. 740, 741. Look for a dip buy for us to hold above that. Now, if we break back below that, there is an opportunity for us to come down to the 735, maybe even another ADMA touch, but I think it's all about this recent high here at 740, 741. That's going to be the level I'm going to trade around the remainder of the week. Very straightforward. Do not confuse it. 740. Qs. Got to update this. All about 715. Right? Not quite as strong as SPY today. We're maybe seeing a rotation. I think XLF probably had a pretty decent day yesterday, but we're seeing and I'm actually really liking the setup on XLF here. But we might be seeing a rotation out of SPY and out of Qs, and maybe it's time for some IWM action. Maybe it's time for the Dow action. I don't know, but definitely precious metals are or just metals in general and precious metals are getting some bids. So, but metals like copper and all that hitting all-time highs could see some flow into that. China names probably also likely getting some love just because of their meeting. There you go. Look at Baba. Their meeting with Trump and cabinet currently, right? Like maybe like a Baidu is probably pretty green today. Baidu, Baidu. Yep. SPY. All right. But looking at SPY 740, Q 715. Got to break and hold above 715 for me to like it. If not, we can come back, rotate back into 705, maybe in the ADMA about 700, but all about 715 tomorrow. IWM. I'm probably liking this the best here. And why is that? I'm going to put a level above this. It's 284. 284. All we're seeing is what IWM likes to do is create resistance, get above it, flag out, break above it. Now we're just literally, are we not just seeing this happen here again? Is this not just going on here again? Like, what? I mean, it's kind of ugly, but you guys know what I'm trying to say here. Are we not just doing this again? Break up, flag out, push higher. I like IWM. I like it as long as it's above 280. That to me is confirmation of bullish trend, right? You create structure, you break above it, you create new structure, you break above it, you create new structure, you break above. Okay, I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but it's doing it again and again. As long as we're above 280, we're staying above the ADMA. I want to see a break over 284. Over 284, we're going right back to highs. Probably from an ETF standpoint, my favorite this for the end of this week, 284. Got to get above 284. That's IWM Apple. We cook it and crushed this trade today. We can do a mini trade recap on it. Why did I say 295 was the breakout? Well, because we have massive resistance there. So what do we look at on a 5-minute chart this morning? Okay, you could see it. Huge resistance, huge candle up. Breakout retest, go. I actually took it on the break, so a little different. I just saw how much strength was there, and this thing ran all day long. And our target was 300. We hit 300. Very nice, over 100% on these calls. If you hit it, guys, drop a comment below. Love to see how you guys did here. Also, 120% on SPY calls as well. I forgot to shout that out. So if you guys hit that, also drop a comment. Give me a thumbs up. Give me your percentage. Give me something, guys. I want to see that you guys are seeing these videos. You're adopting the techniques and strategies and learning something and being able to make some money off them is my ultimate goal here. Okay, but Apple, very nice. Push higher. Great job if you got in. I think as long as structurally speaking, we stay above. Let me just get these out of here now. Any back test into 295 just needs to hold. Okay, any back test 295 needs to hold, and that's what I'll be watching. A little extended from the ADMA, so I'll be looking for a dip buy. You can mark this high here. Horizontal range at 301. Breaking hold through 301. This thing's going to continue to rip higher. Amazon. I don't hate it. Breaking out above all-time highs, and it's doing what it's doing what IWM was doing, right? Okay. Create structure. Break structure, create new structure. Break structure, create new structure. Right test. Now is the time to go. I mean, you guys see this. It does it over and over and over, specifically in these uptrends. Had a pretty much almost failed breakdown of right here now holding. It's a tough one to watch. You're either going to watch for a dip buy into 265 or seeing can we just break this 274. Nonetheless, strong, structurally speaking, wants to continue higher. I don't see there's any reason to short unless we get back under this previous all-time high at about 258. I think structurally speaking, you look to buy the dip. The rest of the market is strong. I wouldn't fight it. Google, favorite setup of an individual name, probably Google going into the remainder of this week. Why is that? Previous resistance here at 402, 403. Good push higher. I'm going to see, can we get something like this? A break and hold. Like that. Very straightforward setup here. Got to take out these highs, right? 402.50, 403. I like this name. Very strong. Let's see if we can get some continuation there. Meta, Justin and gang was all over this name. Ooh, that rhymes. Big push out of this 595. And now we're flirting with the breaky. I would probably throw this level up to this high here. Why? There's a massive reject. Off that 626, we dropped like 30 points. So you have to take out this 625. If we take out 625, break and hold above, it's going to gap fill up here. I think we're at the 200 SMA and EMA is going to be a magnet. It'll probably likely go there first, maybe then to the gap fill at 670. Okay, if we reject here, though, you could see a pullback strength. I don't like shorts in this market right now, so I'm not going to be talking about puts a lot. Right? Like if you're trying to fight everything, like the market wants to go up, just let it go up. Be along for the ride. Right? See if we get a break and hold above 625. That's the level, 625 market. That's Meta, Nvidia, crazy strong. And I mean crazy strong. I was hoping we get a dip into 216. It did come yesterday. Now I just be looking for I don't want to chase this trade. We were in it already. I'd probably be looking to see if there's some sort of pullback like this. Nice flag out and then go. That's what I'd really like to see. Now, this name is strong. I don't know if we're going to get it, but we rode 220 calls that were in the money, right? Different layers. We rode the May and June. I mean, this was fun. So we made a good amount of coin on this trade. Okay, I think 216 is your pullback buy if you can get it. I would maybe mark today's low and just see maybe does the ADMA play catch up and maybe just look for that confluence. But this thing is strong. You could also just mark the high here because if it wants to go, it is going to go over 228. Ignites. It's pushing in the pre-market here. Let's see. So 220, 221-ish, 228. Keep those marked. AMD. I've taken my name off of this, or my eye off this name because of that. But let's see if we could get an ADMA touch tomorrow. I think that's just what you look for. Maybe it comes in this area here at about 426, possible. But this thing is swinging like sort of 30 points a day. So if you could catch the low on this name, you're going to be okay. I probably watched into this lower 420s range or where the ADMA is tomorrow. That's what I'll be watching for. That's what I'm watching for. That's it. Simple, straightforward. The ADMA is the common trend here, isn't it, guys? The ADMA seems to be the common trend on this call so far. Tesla. We definitely rode this Tesla. We're sitting in 500 leaps that are up from $25. They're sitting at $60 right now. Very nicely done. You guys could see this. I drew this, but I didn't draw it high enough, apparently. Let's see if we build some structure here above this 435, if above or anything above 420, really. If we build structure above 420, I think that would ignite this thing. The faster we run to this all-time high, the more likely I think we reject. I like to see us build some bases along the way, right? Build some strength, grab some new buyers, and see if we can push. It's kind of what it likes to do, right? So let's see. Above, basically above this like 415, 420, very bullish on this name. Loving this name. Let's see if we can just get this continued push higher. Over 453-ish ignites the move back this way to 470. All right, that's Tesla. Last name, Microsoft. Still building out this flag. I drew this a while ago. I don't hate the name. And so let's see. I'm going to draw this little level here now because 40, what is this? 400 basically, 397. If that wants to hold, great. But we had a great move off the lows and now it's consolidating. Want to see a dip or want to see buyers step in 397. This thing can really get going over like 420-ish. But a nice flag. I've had this drawn for a while. I'm going to keep it, even though it's an ugly flag. Let's just move that. Let's also move that so we don't have to move this up a little bit. There you go. Let's just see if this works out. Okay, buyers need to defend 397. Buyers got to defend 397. Bob, I'll look at a China name real quick. I think if we could hold above 146, we can stay moving higher. Same thing here on Baidu. Right? If we can stay above 150, I think this thing can move higher. China names are hot. Trade what's hot. If you guys want to trade with us every day, guys, if you're not part of the Wolves already, have no fear. The link is near. Just kidding. The link is below in the description, guys. Check it out. Come trade with us. I think anyone here on the call that is in the group will tell you it's definitely worth it. We fit anyone's style. Zero dates, day trades, swings, leaps, anything you want, we got. Futures, whatever. Boy, I'm just a rhyming MC today, aren't I? All right. That's it, guys. That's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed this call. Hope you took something from it. And I will see all you guys in the Wolves bright and early on the pre-market huddle. Peace.